one type of learning, classical conditioning, was actually discovered accidentally by Ivan Pavlov during 1849 to 1936. Pavlov was a Russian psychologist who discovered this phenomenon while doing research on digestion. His research was aimed at better understanding the digestive patterns in dogs.
Ivan Pavlov noticed that his dog began to salivate surely before being fed, so he designed an experiment which he rang his belly before feeding his dog. After several times, his dog began to accurately associate with the ringing of the bell with the presentation of the food. After enough times, Pavlov could ring his bell anytime and the dog began to salivate whether they are being presented with the food or not, and they have been conditioned to do so. We could apply this concept to humor too. Watch the following clips and notice the similarities to the Pavlov's experiment. Notice how the bell sounded when humor is executed. At the beginning of the day, you associated with the bell something humorous and therefore with the laughter as laugh. That you learn whenever a bell sounded, you were to behave laughing. When the bell sounded at the end of the day, at times when humor is not executed, the behavior is already learned and you laugh even though it's not humorous.
What we learned from Pavlov's dog is especially useful for sitcoms, and though oftentimes a sitcom's producer will use some inducing laughing behavior. For example, a sign say laugh or a can laughter, the things like that. How many times have you laughed in sitcom jokes just because you were conditioned to do so? See what I mean?
Basically, the findings support the idea that we develop responses to certain stimuli that are not naturally occurring. When we touch a hot stove, a reflex pulls our hand back. It does this instinctually, no learning involved. It is merely a survival instinct. But why now do some people, after getting burned, pull their hand back even when the stove is not turned on? Pavlov discovered that we make associations with which cause us to generalize our response to one stimuli onto a neutral stimuli it is paired with. In other words, hot burner equals ouch, stove equals burner, therefore stove equals ouch.
Please don't cry. You know I'm leaving here tonight. Before